I am leaving an audition for a very charactery type of character. And I add a little this and a little that, but it was a lot of dialogue. So I really worked it, and I got it coached, and it was a challenge, and I'm always up for the challenge. How easy is it for me these days to just do a one-liner in my sleep and go in and out, and that's it. But when you've got like a meaty scene where the character is a little kooky and you got a lot of tongue-twisting dialogue, definitely a lot of tongue-twisting dialogue, it's a challenge, and I like that. What I found interesting about this particular audition, by the way, I am driving off of one of the Warner Brothers lots, so that's pretty cool. What I found interesting about this particular audition was that when I got there were 3 other women in the room, and one of them was doing the old school trying to psych you out thing. So she was taking up space and pacing and making loud sounds with what she was eating. And I go into opposite mode with that. Like there's the only thing I do with that is like I hunker down and I get even more focused. And then I was able to hear. What I did notice was you could hear everybody in the room, right? So that could be helpful or unnerving, depending on how you take it. I find it sometimes helpful. So as the lines were being done, I could hear other people not getting the lines right because I'd worked them so well. Or I'd hear how they did it and go, okay, I think I'm on the right track. When this space-taking woman went in, I could hear everything, and she messed up right at the beginning. Clearly she was not focused. I think, what it looked like, what it felt like to me was that she was more focused on, this is not right, booking the job instead of winning, booking the room. And so there was a little bit of desperation, not a lot of desperation. So she lost her first line. As I could hear her saying the other lines, I was very attuned to how she didn't know them because she was breaking them up, like hoping to remember the next line. It was a tongue twister. So I went in there very confident. I didn't even realize until I started that I didn't even have my script in hand. And I'm like, what am I doing? This is a lot of dialogue. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm going to go with it. So I did it. Timing could have been a little better on a couple of lines, but I didn't flub a single one. And I got the peaks and valleys of what I wanted to do, and that was pretty cool. But I left there feeling like I wanted more kudos. Isn't that weird? It's like never enough. And I know I did fine, but after hearing that other person